All right, welcome to Black Heart. Wow. Yeah, welcome to the Black Heart Mushroom. Yeah, my name is Granimear, and well, my lights are getting ready to turn off here in about an hour, so I thought I would go ahead and bring you up to date. It's been about a week now since I've said anything about Pottalk. And I figure, well, I at least want to get this in at least once a week if I can. And if absolutely nothing else, I could kind of explain some of the things that I'm doing. And maybe I'll learn something. So what we've got here is, well, looks like nothing, huh? But what I've got here is there's a couple of lights. I just planted these a few days ago, and I think I've added a couple more seeds to it. Not exactly sure. What I have here is my yeah. Wow. Wonderful lavender. But you know what? I'm not exactly sure what this is yet, and I still haven't looked it up. But I do like having different things pop up, and I just if something grows, I don't know, maybe because it was in the soil mix or something. I don't know. I usually let it grow. And you know, when it gets to a certain point, like see this guy here, I can top this one, like right about there, or I'll let it grow a little more maybe, and I'll top it just like I would a regular cannabis plant. I just top it and let it spread out a little more. Again, I am using soda bottles here. This stuff here, it came with something, so I've reused these half a dozen times now. I think I started out with like 100 of them, and now I've got like about 9, maybe 7, I don't know, not very many of them left. But the nice thing about the soda bottles, especially if you drink soda or know somebody that drinks a lot of soda, tell them to save the bottles for you, and you know, just tell them to drop them off, and you can use these as, well, pots. And if somebody asks you where you learned it, well, you can always tell them you learned it from Granimear during Pottalk. Imagine that. So, I've moved some things around, but it looks like we've got nothing here. But look at this. Those are going to be peppers. Those are going to be some really cool peppers, man. Yeah. And that's a cannabis. It just decided to grow, and it seems to be the only thing growing right there. You'll see the little clay balls in there. I do throw those in from time to time. And then, of course, when I reuse the soil, it's takes about 3 years to produce. In fact, there for a little while, it's funny, I actually had dirt producing CO2. I was like, whoa, totally cool, dude. So, what do we got here? This is dirt that I'm starting. And I got a whole bunch of it outside. you can see where, yeah, I don't use an expensive mix. I do like the peat moss, so I kind of layer it. And then of course, I put these in the bottom, mainly because, well, it doesn't prevent the roots from going through, and it does retain water. So, and this is a bag of bottles that I bought from, well, the place where you take them to get money. Only I'm giving them money and they're giving me bottles. Other way around. Basically, I just cut them in half and they work perfect. So I'm getting a few of them set up right now. Water. Now, this is water for me. And what I'm doing is, it's also water for plants because, well, actually, you know, if it comes down to it, I degas this for 24 hours. So it's like, this was 24 hours ago when it was poured, and then this one, but I've actually only used a couple of these, and I only use water for coffee. Holy cow. There you go. Everybody should have this in the kitchen, right? The throwing of the ball, not the Everclear. Now, this is the cloning room, and it's becoming a cloning room because, well, I'm going to have these guys here going, and as soon as summer starts, I'm basically going to shut these down, and for the price of all of these lights, I've got this wonderful light right here. And I actually have two of them. And they're Mars Hydro. I would love to have, honestly, I'd love to have a Mars Hydro 8x8 tent. I've got the lights for it, and then I could take this old one down. It's been around for about 6 years. And Mars Hydro. Mars Hydro was actually my first choice, and I have a 4x4. But the 4x4 is, I guess it's okay, for especially like if you have like a small apartment or something like that. 4x4 is about as big as you want to get, and one of these lights is fine. But I like to have the two of them because, you know, in a way, well, it covers the space better, and I don't have to have, well, still have the same amount of electricity, maybe less. And, of course, these here are Clone Kings, and these are the 36. I would not go with the 72. 36, seriously, you know, you're getting really super close. You know, things are getting really super close at that point, and I would just say, yeah, I would stick with the 36. And they work just fine. You just have to keep them clean, and make sure you get these little red vents that they have on. And the other thing that I've added here is, well, it's a oxygen rock. But you want to be able to change out all of these little red guys here and make sure you blow it out real good, you know, whether with water or air or both. Lights are on a timer, but these are not. I do not have the Clone Kings on a timer, so they run 24/7, 7 days a week when they're on. I have a little oxygen pump. I got it like at Walmart for like, you know, I think $15, and that takes care of both of these. I have another, actually I have another rock that I have, and it's 4 inches in circumference, and the idea is to add more oxygen to the roots, making the plant grow a little bit faster. Does it work? Yes, when it works, it is amazing. I was messing around with it last year a little bit, and I let the plant go for a week, and when I came back, I had to literally cut the Clone King free of the roots, you know, the pump that was there. So it was funny as hell. I did manage to salvage most of the plants. Was kind of funny. I try to take this with a grain of salt. Somebody asked me one time, if you had to buy all of this stuff that you've, you know, lost over the time, he's like, how much money do you think you've lost? And I'm like, well, you know, I'm not actually making money, so, you know, it's kind of an odd question. So I thought, well, you know, if I were to buy all of this stuff, you know, the stuff that I'm growing, probably about 50 grand. Would have cost me about 50 grand. And I mean, that's putting it lightly. I mean, I've done pretty good. One of the reasons why I like these tents also, because I'm indoors, and I like it because there's 2 floors here. So you can really keep these things nice and clean. And the other thing that you have to watch out for when you're indoors, I don't know about California on the West Coast anymore, but I do know here in New York on the East Coast, keep an eye out for spider webs. I usually find them when they start getting moist, when I'm using a humidifier. Which again, if you haven't seen it already, well, I guess you're going to see it again. And you know what? We're running down to the last minute. So, what do we got? Alright. Here for the last minute, there's the lavender. It is getting better. That is a 5-gallon humidifier. I've got some sage over here, and I should have some here along with quite a few other little bobs and neat things. There's even some catnip in here somewhere. I do hope you guys are having a good day. I've had a pretty good day. The big lights are Aglex. I got those off of Amazon. I'm finding that Amazon may not be the greatest choice, but sometimes it's the only one we got. So I've got quite a few plants going here, and I'm just having fun. And I hope you are too. Gardening is a healing art. It also feeds you, and it feeds your family, and it allows you to make your own medications. Ha ha ha.